D.R. Horton's newest express build, Skylar, is now going up in South Natomas. That's where we are today. There are 4 homes that are going to be ready for move-in in April, and we're going to tour a couple of the models today just to give you a sense of what's available. They are all roughly the same size. So the 2 models that we're touring today, one is slightly under 1,300 square feet and one is slightly above, both 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Our location for the Skylar community is, like I said, in South Natomas, which means that you are 10 minutes north of downtown Sacramento. You're about 15 minutes from the airport, and we are just south of Interstate 80, which means if you have any need to get into the city, perhaps you commute to the Bay Area a couple of times a week, it is just a straight shot right there. So before we even get started, let's talk about price. The homes in this community are all right around $500,000, which is a great price for a new build. So if you've been desiring new build, but you have a little bit of a lower budget, this is definitely a community to consider. All right, let's waste no more time. Let's tour these properties right now. Because it is a blustery day in Sacramento, California, we are starting our tour inside. I'll show you the exterior of the property in between our 2 tours, but let's waste no more time. We are going to start our tour right here at the front door. I love the natural light that they have with 2 windows on either side of the door. The person who is allowing us to tour today, we actually were called in to do a private tour. We were invited by D.R. Horton for this private tour of their express build community that's going in. And she said, "I am so sorry, but the generator is not working. We're not going to have any lights available to you." And I said, "Not a problem. My people on YouTube are so used to just rolling with the punches." So here we are today, rolling with the punches. I love this open concept for the first floor. You can see we have storage off of our breakfast nook. One of the highlights of these communities is you just kind of have a small patio area for your home, so you don't have a lot of yard to take care of. Garage is right there. And then if we come over here, we've got a lovely kitchen, or I left the drawer open. Let me just close that. Let's see if it's a soft close. Hold on. Oh, nope. Slam that sucker shut. Okay. Not a soft close, but that's okay. And then a pantry with shelving. So the way that these homes are set up downstairs is just for living. And then you go straight upstairs for bedrooms and bath. As I mentioned, both homes that we are touring today are 3-bedroom, 2-bath. This one has a small landing at the top of the stairs. I love how they used staging to show you how this might be a perfect reading nook for bedtime stories. The laundry is right off the hall. And your first bath at the top of the stairs. This is the only problem with not having the generator working for the lights, is that for a room with no windows, it's a tiny bit dark, but honestly, it is not a problem for any other room in this house because there is ample light, and it's a very dreary day. I'll show you. You see how cloudy it is out there? So the fact that this much light is coming in on a cloudy day, I can only imagine if it were a very sunny day. So that was bedroom 1. Bedroom 2. Gosh, even though these are a little bit smaller for bedrooms, they still managed to get 2 windows in each of these rooms. Back at the top of the stairs, where we go into the primary bedroom. It's interesting because I feel like a lot of times when it comes to new builds, it's all there's like a competition for bigger and better, right? You're always looking to build bigger, build better. Even the other new builds that we toured in South Sacramento in the Vineyard area, they were ginormous. They were like 3,000 square feet, and we are just around 1,300 here. But they're affordable. So this means that for those that want the new build lifestyle, but they don't have the price tag for a 3,000 foot home, this is a great option. Oh, look over here. We have the closet even has a window. So that's your walk-in and primary bath right here. The other thing that's really cool about these builds is there are 3 different styles for exterior of the home. They have the mission style, the craftsman style, and the farmhouse style. I know one of the things that can be kind of hard about a new build is it feels very cookie cutter, like everyone is the same. So for you to have multiple style options for the new builds, like I'll even show you the model home next door, is their craftsman style, and you can see, even though it's stucco and not wood, how it's very craftsman-esque around the windows. We'll take a look. The one we're in right now is the farmhouse style. So when we're outside, we'll see what the farmhouse style looks from the outside. But that is really it for this home. Let's take a peek at the downstairs one more time. All right, you guys, let us hop over to the second model. Okay, I told you it was very windy today, but I just wanted to give you a quick shot of the exteriors of these properties. Like I said, this one is the farmhouse style. And then right next door here, we have the craftsman style. So isn't it nice that you get away from the cookie cutter that is typical of new builds, and they actually are going to build the entire community with 3 different exteriors, and there are 4 different floor plans. So what is 3 times 4? 12 different types of homes built in this small community. Jumping in from my car real quick before we hop into our second tour of the day, I just wanted to point out a few things about this community. There are only going to be 77 lots total in this gated community, and it is going to include a small park with playground as well. These are smart homes, and so they are going to include like a solar program through SMUD, so you don't have to worry about paying for solar yourself. There's going to be smart bulbs and remote access to your property that D.R. Horton will pay for, I believe it's the first 3 years they're going to pay for that remote accessing. These homes, I mentioned that they are express builds. What that means is they're entry-level builds. They are meant to be affordable and accessible. There are no premiums for lots or anything else like that. Like what they say the price is going to be is essentially what it's going to be. Might be options for a few upgrades, but for the most part, everything is just standard and you get it. And that's how it goes. So I really am thrilled to get this preview of this community. You are seeing it before anyone else. Literally, she locked the door behind us when I came into the office. No one is getting access to this community. They have not opened up to the public yet. So this is truly the first look. We are in our second model home for the day. This one is a little bit bigger than the other one, actually. The last property that we toured was just under 1,300 square feet, and this one is closer to 1,400 square feet. So let's take a look and see how this one compares. There's our front door there. Still ample natural light and open floor plan. We've got your living room. Gosh, I love their staging. I want one of these giant mirrors for my own bedroom. Not that my house can handle a mirror of that size, but you can definitely feel that the space is a little bit bigger in this property So we still have room for a dining table and the small patio as we discussed for a low maintenance yard. This is your kitchen. Now that is the office. So I would imagine that in the normal floor plan, that would just be a wall there because your garage and your storage is over on this side. And actually this kind of feels much more like an entryway drop station space than the other one. Just want to give you a sense of the living area. Honestly, not having the generator on and not having the lights working is totally fine. The amount of natural light that the property already provides is so much. I wanted to show you this is a little bit different in this build as well. You have a little bit of a landing, which was not present in the last property. Ooh. Is that your, hang on. I want to check. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so this is like a bonus storage room. And then you have, now remember, this is also a 3-2, so same number of bed and bath. So there's your main bathroom, but you have a separate laundry room. So in the last property, you didn't have that bonus storage closet, which is really nice. Let's go back over here. So top of the stairs, and you have this storage space. Would be amazing. I also like, let me back up a little bit. So in the last property, you did have a bigger landing at the top of the stairs. Like they had that space for, they made it into like a reading nook. So you don't really have that in this property. But the other property was also more like squared off, whereas this one feels a little less new buildy, if that makes sense. Let's check out the 2 bedrooms on this side of the house. Same as the last, where each bedroom has 2 windows. Okay, let's see what the exterior for the farmhouse. Honestly, it's kind of the same as far as the window framing. I don't really see a difference there. I'd have to maybe rewind and go back and see if there really was a difference. And then bedroom number 2. I'm always so impressed with staging and how they can make a space come to life, because I do not have the creative eye for staging. Oh look, there's the mirror I was talking about. Probably a better size than the one downstairs for a bedroom. Okay, primary bed. Oh, there are 4 windows in here. Now, like I mentioned, there are 4 builds. Let's see if I can actually see them through the window here. I'll show you as we look through the primary bath. Okay, so just a shower on this one. There are 4 builds that are available in April, and they're actually right over there. So let's take a look. These 4 over there are the first 4 that are going to be available. And while these properties are still being built, they are offering seller credits, closing costs credits for these properties, and they're even considering paying, the builder may be willing to pay for the first year of HOA fees for the buyer. So these are all things that we can work on negotiating into the sell price if this community is the right fit for you. And that does it for us today. It really was kind of a quick little show of some affordable new builds, like the fact that we could get new builds for the 500,000 mark is really nice. So new builds is not out of reach. The location is just so centrally located, whether you need to be downtown, you need close access to the airport, close access to the Bay Area. This location is wonderful. If you want low maintenance and a small footprint, this might be the community for you. Thank you for joining me this week. If you have any questions, please reach out. I would love to schedule an exploration call with you, whether you're looking for a new build or an established home in an established neighborhood. I can help you no matter what you are looking for. So schedule an exploration call and let's have a little chat and see how I can help you as you transition into Sacramento living. I'll see you guys next week.